Hey y'all, welcome to the Marble Jar. I want to welcome our guest speaker tonight, Cheri Toftdahl. She is a coach and she also is a leader through her coaching business, and I just was thankful enough to get her on here. And Cheri, would you like to introduce yourself?
Yes, of course. Oh my gosh, thank you so much for having me. I am so excited. So, yes, my name is Cheri Toftdahl. I am a coach. I do business coaching and leadership coaching. Then I also am huge into holistic health. And so I openly admit, like, I'm like all things woo. And so that is weaved into my coaching a lot. I have been doing this for about 4 years now. I have an amazing kiddo. He is 7, and we live in sunny Arizona, so we get to do lots of outdoor activities. So yeah, that's me.
Well, thank you for introducing yourself. I appreciate you. My first question for you is, how did you get started in your coaching business?
So, I've been in leadership for a while. I was a GM, I've been an AGM, I was in network marketing. And so leadership kind of just was like what I did, I guess, without really knowing that's what I was doing. And then I just, started noticing I was having friends and, people on Facebook just being like, hey, what would you this? Or how about this? Or what do you think about that? And so I was like giving out like all this like coaching advice and stuff and didn't even realize it. And then one day I was like, I'm a coach. I should be getting paid for this. And so then I was like, all right, so, let's start branding myself now as a coach.
That's pretty awesome. During your coaching business, how do you attract your customers what customers do you attract?
So I primarily attract females. My target market, my ideal client is female, between 28 and 50 or so. I love working with women. I've had some men, clients in the past, but my passion is for women, particularly mothers or mothers who are single. And so that's really my niche market.
How do you help each person individually grow, and how do you make it personal towards them?
So I typically focus on 3 things, and we're all different, right? We're all on different journeys. We all have different, paths. Really, everything about all of us is very different. But I found that there are a couple of things that really, as women, we tend to struggle with, and one of them is self-love and self worth. Boundaries. It's so normal to us to be everything to everybody, and we give so much away that we forget to take care of us, right? And then abundance, financial abundance. Who doesn't like to make money? Money makes the world go round. And I feel like a lot of times, especially as women, we have a hard time stepping into that role of being the breadwinner, or making an income or providing for our family. And so I help women with that as well. And it's tailored different towards each person, right? Because we're all different. We all have different struggles. We all have different limiting beliefs. And we all have different strengths. And so it's really tailored towards the individual. But those are the 3 things that usually are the core.
I noticed too with your posts that you have on your walls, they're directed towards your coaching and also towards your personal life. How do you construct your posts? Do you have a certain thing that you talk about each day, or do you just go with the flow?
It just goes. I have a bank of whenever I feel creative, I just write a whole bunch of content. And then I keep it in a Google Drive. However I feel that day is what I post. And so it's usually centered around my 3 things, right? Self-love, self-worth, your boundaries or abundance and, financial mindsets. So usually they all follow around that. The only schedule I try to keep is on Wednesdays. I do a Wealth Wednesday where I always talk about money and your money mindset, money blueprint, stuff like that. But other than that, kind of just however I feel that day, I pull it out and throw it on Facebook.
That's pretty cool. On your post as well, do you attract your customers through your posts too?
I do. I do a lot of attraction marketing. It's probably one of my favorite things that I do. And I also teach, attraction marketing and branding as well. And so a lot of my posts are very tailored towards my ideal client. And so they read that and they, when they read my post, they think, yes, that's me. Yes, I feel that. Yes, those are my struggles. And that's very intentional whenever I create my content.
By becoming a coach, have you had struggles that have led you to be a coach to help people?
I think we all have struggles, right? There's a reason why the saying "new level, new devil" is around, right? Because we all have struggles, and it seems like each time you elevate in your life, each time you move forward, some new gremlin pops up or some new limiting belief pops up. And so they definitely shape how I coach. And I'm very open, honest, and vulnerable. Even with my clients, like, hey, this is what came up for me today, and I believe in the law of attraction and the laws of the universe. And one of those laws is, it's a mirror, it's a boomerang, right? And so if I'm continuing to see that in my clients, then it's because I'm manifesting that. And so, when I have these like gremlins pop up, I'm very quick to address them and then share them, because if I have them, chances are other people do too, and it's what you do with those gremlins. Like, do you sit there and give it dinner and take it out to a date and wallow with it? Or do you squash it and move on? And so we all have our struggles, and it definitely like wraps into my coaching, because if I'm struggling with it, somebody else is. Like, let's get through this shit together.
Right. I totally agree. I think when you have a team of people, it's easier to go through it. With that said, do you have any successful stories that you have helped coach someone so far?
Yeah, I definitely have some success stories. I have a lot of success stories, actually. And a lot of them come from clients, but a lot of them just come from random people on Facebook, and it'll be a post on, or a comment on one of my posts that says like, hey, I really needed this today. Thank you so much. Or, I'll be out with a friend, meeting a friend for coffee, and I'll get home and, I get home to a text from her that says, hey, you really spoke to me, you don't know the power that you have. Thank you so much. Like, and so I take those as wins as well, right? Because not everything always comes from your clients. Sometimes it's just people who are watching what you do. And there have been times that I will get a message from somebody that was like, I got one the other day, actually. I was like, hey, I was really going through a hard time 6 months ago, and, reading all your stuff really helped me. I'm like, I had no idea this person was even watching me, but.
That's pretty cool. I think that your page is very inspirational.
Thank you.
I think what you do is great because I've noticed that you have helped like people throughout like your posts. Like there was a post the other day that did talk about the money and everything, and everyone's like, I want to know this and this and this, and you like just right away just answered everybody. And
yeah.
You're very quick to answer, and I think that's a good thing too.
Thank you.
You're welcome. I think with what you do is a good thing in your life, and I think it's making you like become the person you are today. Do you feel that way as well?
So I didn't hear the last part of it. Will you repeat it? It's like a little bit echoed.
Sorry. Do you feel like that you're becoming the person you are today because of what you do or how to do everything?
Oh, 100%. I think, we're all on our own journey. We're all on our own path, and what you do every day matters, right? Like we're all energy and we're all one. And, so what you do really matters. And when you are living your passion and you're living your purpose and you're helping other people, you can't help but just, grow and wake up like ready to slay the day. It's just how it goes. Like it comes with the territory. And, so I definitely think that, as much as, um, I help my clients and get them to where they want to be, I learn a lot from them too, right? It's always, we're always learning from each other. And I think it's amazing. So there's definitely a lot of growth that's happened and that will continue to happen, right?
Right.
Until I die. And then we'll see what happens.
It's really cool. I like that you're growing as a person and that people are also growing with you and your business. And I think you have shown that like throughout your Facebook posts. So if you are not friends with her, I think you should be friends with her because she is a very inspirational person. She's very personal. She likes to get to know people, and it's been great getting to know you. I just wanted to say that, and it's been fun. Another question I have is, do you have a mentor? How do you have somebody that you go to that you ask questions about, like coaching wise and your business, or do you just mentor yourself?
I do. I have lots of mentors. Right. Some people who are my mentor don't even know they're my mentor, right? Like Abraham Hicks. Like I love her. I listen to her all the time. She doesn't even know she's my mentor, right? But I'm like all about that shit. And so I think I take knowledge and inspiration from everywhere. Whether it's people that I don't know or people that I'm paying. In the past, I've had a business coach and a business mentor. I've had a mindset and a law of attraction coach. I've had multiple energy practitioners. Currently, I have a couple energy practitioners as well. And then I have a leadership coach right now as well. And so I'm all about, the mentors and stuff. And I also meditate every day, multiple times a day, actually. And so I'm very intuitive. And so I look to myself for guidance as well.
That's pretty awesome. I think with having like a bunch of different mentors and then also having yourself, I think it gives you a different outlook on everything. And it helps with having different mentors. Do they also help your team as well in the business?
Yeah, they do. So the leadership coach I have right now is a CEO and co-founder of a coaching institute. So not only is he, very, very established, multimillionaire, author of You, he's the co-founder and CEO of the Inside Out Institute. And I am partnered with them. And so I do coaching through their program as well. I take through their program in addition to my business coaching that I do. And then one of my energy practitioners, is my partner, and she and I grow a team together. So.
Well, how do you guys grow your team together? How do you guys have like a team together and then your separate teams? Like, does she also have a team as well?
So my partner, her name is Michelle. So Michelle and I are growing a team together. And she does energy and then I do the leadership. But outside of that, I have my own business as well. So I kind of have two businesses, but they run very parallel. And so it's really tailored, again, to what the client wants and what the client needs. And so for Michelle and I being partnered with IOI, they help us grow our team. They help us with marketing. They help us with branding. They run all their own ads. They've been featured in, like Yahoo Finance, Forbes, Australian TV, they've been, in a whole bunch of stuff. And so they really do a lot of that side of the marketing stuff for us. Now, for my private coaching clients, I do a majority of that myself through marketing, branding, idea generation, knowing who your yes client is, how to close a sale, stuff like that. So it's kind of nice because I can do it all myself, but I don't always have to do it all myself. So
that's pretty cool. I love that you have those people to reach out to, and that you also can do it for yourself. Do you, whenever you do get a client, how do you help them build their customers in their business?
So it depends what they want to do. It depends if they want to grow their business, right? Sometimes I have clients that come to me that are like, I'm just going through some personal shit and I need help. Like, and so that's a lot of mindset stuff. And, even if you are, network marketing or you're trying to grow your, energy practice or your Reiki practice or whatever, they all fall under the same basic rules of, your mindset. What are your limiting beliefs? What are your beliefs around money and abundance? And, what do you believe that you deserve? Because a lot of us, especially as women, have these underlying beliefs. And then once we've gone through that mindset stuff, it's like, okay, here are the action steps now that you can take. Who are you talking to? Who's your ideal client? How do you generate leads without paying, Facebook ads or Instagram ads? Or, so I'm talking to somebody. How do I ask them? Like, how do I like pop the question, so to speak? Like, how do I ask them to look at my opportunity? Or if they need, an energy session, or if, you're a coach, you coach other coaches, how do I ask them? Hey, you need a coach? And so we talk about that too. So it really is tailored towards the client. And sometimes they're just like, my life's a train wreck. Will you help me straighten this out? Like, I'm not even trying to sell anything. I'm trying to figure out who I am because my life's in shambles, And so it really depends.
It's pretty cool. I think that it's nice to have like a well-rounded, like different varieties of everything. And with different varieties of everything, do you like with all of the different varieties? Do they eventually come together as one, or do they stay different varieties?
It kind of depends. Typically, they run very, very close and very parallel. I mean, whether we like it or not, we all have limiting beliefs, right? Money makes the world go round, and and so at the end of the day, your mindset matters. And so even though the program is pretty well-rounded, it's actually more of like a flow. So.
Pretty cool. My last question for you is, do you have any fears, and have you overcome any fears in your
I don't know. I mean, like I said, every time you elevate in your business, some new like gremlin pops up like, hey, look at me. And it's like playing like whack-a-mole. You just smack it and get rid of it, right? And so to say that I don't have fears is 100% not true. Like, I definitely like have had fears. I think they pop up and you deal with them. So I don't really think about my fears. I don't really dwell on my fears because I feel like that's negative energy. And what you focus on is what you manifest. And so I don't focus on it and I don't manifest it.
Like you're positive. Okay, great. I just want to say thank you for coming on today, and I really appreciate you. And I've learned a lot from you, and I think your posts, and I will continue to read them. So thank you so much for letting me be your friend and for coming on the jar. And if anybody has any questions, I hope they can message you, if that's okay.
Yeah, of course. I'm all over social media. They can find me Facebook, Instagram. I have a podcast and a YouTube. So thank you so much for having me. It was fun.
You're welcome. See ya.
Bye.